Hi everyone. I thought I'd do something different today and have a video where I film myself speaking. So today like to take the opportunity to speak, and the reason for this talk is because of the challenges or the challenge it can present when it comes to conceptualizing, accepting that we exist within a computer. Having had this discussion with different people, I've realized that it's a very difficult thing to accept. It can, and when you do accept it, it can lead to very strong reactions, whether they be reactions of disbelief or grief, even, as you can get the impression that things do not really exist, so that people you care about do not really exist, that you do not really exist. But the truth is, we do exist, and it's just the form in which we exist that is being discussed here. I'd also like to take the opportunity today to, in this perspective, present some proof, if you will, about why we live in a computer. And although this is not definitive proof, the definitive proof can be found through yoga practice and meditation, as I've explained it in a video on how to become enlightened. Experiential proof that can be obtained. This is lacking that for someone who is not willing to go through that or who has not yet achieved that result, whether it be enlightenment. This is information that can maybe point you in the right direction, and if not convince you, possibly allow you to at least consider the possibility that this is so. So, as I've discussed before, Siva or Shiva in French means si and va. Si means if, and va means go. So, like a computer where you have ones and zeros, if you have a certain result, you go to this place. And the same concept applies. And this is the reason why Shiva or Siva is called as he is. There's a link between the languages, and the hint in this case is the French language, where you can get that explanation about what that really means. So like a computer, if you have this calculation, you go to this place, right? I'll give some examples. This is how we have developed our computers, right? However, if you look at our everyday life is also like that. For example, in traffic while driving your car, if there is a stop sign, then you stop. If go. If there is a green light, then you go. If go. While walking around on your 2 feet, if you walk, you move forward. If go. If you stand still, you do not move forward. If you talk, sound will be projected. If you do not talk, sound will not be projected. And if you clap, sound will be projected. If you do not clap, sound will not be projected. So as you can see, everything we do, and this applies to everything, functions on the if-go principle, which is the fundamental principle of the computer in which we exist. And that's why the computers that we have developed, that exist within this greater computer, if you will, also use the same principle for programming. Because, in a sense, the reason where computers were developed with the concept if-go is that they respect the rules of the computer in which we exist and are a form of downward programming. The expression goes, as above, so below. A lot of people have talked about the concept of karma, good karma, bad karma. Some cultures say that karma is the fundamental principle behind everything. This is true, but karma is a way of explaining the if-go principle, which is expressed in the personification of God using his name, Shiva or Siva. All the other names also apply to God. I'm not saying that one name is better than another, but this name accurately explains the fundamental principle. So, for example, for karma, if you do a good action, good will come to you. If you do a bad action, bad will come to you. If, go. Everything exists in the same creation. As such, everything is one, although subdivided in spaces. When spaces and what they contain come into contact with one another, the memory of what that space contains can impact on the space they connect with and what that space contains. So, as two things cannot exist in the same place at the same time, everything exists in its space within time. So, as you can see, karma is actually a reflection of the if-go principle. And everything operates on the if-go principle. I hope this helps to detail and present a little bit, at least open your mind to the possibilities of what I've been saying. And if you choose to accept it, that is your choice. And if you choose to go find out for yourself, practice yoga, practice meditation, practice the way I've explained how to do this. And I wish you the best success. Thank you.